In this next video, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about nutritional consciousness and how we can develop a nutritional consciousness and how this jives with eating well, and the importance of a nutritional consciousness in terms of guiding our well-being, and how it actually tends to be more broader than just considering the foods that we eat, and also focuses on this idea that I'm going to be really developing and talking about. And there's going to be a series I'm going to create and produce, and have a show regarding more the various food habits. And I'm hoping maybe to put out a smaller book on this, that instead of a recipe book will actually comprise a bunch of psychological and behavioral things that you can do related to food, such as there's some obvious things like you can learn about food, go out and experiment, get ingredients, um, but also it's going to be more focused on these relations. And this is a subcomponent of an overarching theory I have regarding psychological sustainability, and a mid-level theory of situated theory that's about more of these relations that we make directly to food and regarding food and food consumption. And these tend to be as important, if not more important, than the nutritional value we directly get, and they actually impact the nutritional value we directly get from food. Even foods that sometimes have lower quality nutritional value, because it goes hand in hand. What you're experiencing in your perceptions, your motivations, your emotions, your feelings, your actions and behaviors at the time of consuming impacts the rest and digest system. And that's associated with all of these releases of various hormones and neurotransmitters that metabolize that food and allow us to access those nutritional resources, and can allow us to tap into that psychological energy that energizes us throughout the day and impacts our sleep and rest. Even simply just starting to eat, you see a spike of blood sugar and energy level, which is associated with a release of insulin that's responding just to the consumption habit. And this is going to be all part of developing a good nutritional consciousness and a more of a nutritional conscience within that. A nutritional consciousness would be more about the awareness and the recognition, and this um, conscience part of it will be bringing into the nutritional consciousness more of a cognizance, that they're merging those two. And this cognizance is going to be very, very important for the relational theory aspect, and how we can develop these more healthier, positive relationships to food in various ways. Not just the food that we eat and the nutritional value that comes from them, but our relations to that, how it makes us feel, our emotions we experience, what we're perceiving when we're eating foods, such as the taste, the colors, the texture, the various patterns associated with different properties of it. Again, the textures, what we see, the smells, as we're cooking too. It's almost like you're sculpting a meal too. Especially like if you get really into cooking, you can put what is an aesthetically beautiful meal together, and there's a sculpting component to that and a visually aesthetic component to that, as well as having, it stimulates all the senses. There's a gust of olfactory, so that's taste and smell. So you have this aroma, you have the taste when you're actually enjoying it, but before you enjoy it, sometimes it's just nice to stop and stare. And I have a funny anecdote about that. I was with one of my buddies, a former coworker of mine, and actually two coworkers of mine, and we were sitting and we were at this uh, uh, lounge area, and we were observing this couple eating at a restaurant. And they just sat there for probably close to a half an hour, just taking pictures and admiring the cuisine they were about to eat, and the look and the appearance of that. And at the time we were just like really laughing. It's like they haven't even taken a bite; they're just taking photos and pictures of it. And you know what? I found uh, shortly after that I was stopped because I was working in a kitchen at the time, and I would stop and I just like appreciate like a lot of the meals because they were just very stunning and appealing and just like gorgeous. And then as I was like engaging in the cooking process, I just started to do that too, and it was just like, wow, food is much more than what we eat. It's a very beautiful thing, um, if you can develop that appreciation for it, and if you're really open to it and developing that food conscious. And that can bring a lot of positive perceptions, positive motivations, positive emotions, positive feelings, positive actions that contribute really greatly to improving our well-being in the long run. And that's all I really wanted to say about that. So I hope you enjoy. Okay?